Honey, I'm back on my bullshit. Guess it's been about that time.
So how you doing, bruh? What you been up to?
Doing good. I'm just trying to get like you, bruh. That's what I'm getting up to, bruh. I'm trying
You're
to get
like
like
me. What you
you.
mean?
Shit, I'm trying to get like you, man. You got yourself a woman. You've been putting in work, bro. I'm trying to get like you. Like
Hey,
you over here getting having things in the works like a short film. Like I'm not sure if we're not allowed to talk about that, but I'm proud of you, my nigga. I'm proud of you.
thank you, bruh. It's been like, bro, these last like 2 weeks, bruh, have been like low key the best 2 weeks of my life, just in terms of personal development and growth, bruh. Because I've just like came into terms with like this one to sound very like arrogant, but I don't mean it in no arrogant way. I mean it very humbly. But I've come into terms with the fact that like I have the power to be him. Like I have the power to be like no, but hear me out, hear me out. Cause like a
You
lot
go.
of a lot of times in my life where I was put in the mindset of like you too lame or you too dark or you too Kenyan or you too like ugly or you too. It's just I never felt like I was enough. And like
Mm.
I was talking to my shorty about this. I was like, it's crazy that like you coming into my life like right now because like I finally am getting to a place in my life where I feel like I got the crew that I want in terms of my friends. I got like I'm in a space of like my best creative shit. Like I'm just thinking of my best ideas. And so you coming in is like there was a point in time, bro, where I was expending a lot of energy trying to find like someone to like, call like my girl or whatever. And that was like not allowing me to like focus on shit that I need to focus on. So I feel like God was like, all right, nigga, I'm gonna throw you a bone. So like you throw me a bone, and like now that I don't focus on that as much, it allows me to expend my energy into like shit that I need to focus on, like you're saying, the short film and like the projects I got coming up. So yeah, bro, I'm just content, bro. I'm in a place in my life where I'm very content, bro. Like I don't want nothing else. I just want to continue to work to be the best version of myself and continue to craft out this him thing. I was I was reading that X shit I was telling you about, bro. Like
Mhm.
I feel like more niggas need to know about like the laws and like the law of vibration, the law of like transmutation, those like laws and shit.
Put
Cause
me on, nigga. Put me on.
put you on shit.
Yeah, put me
Hold on.
on.
I don't wanna fuck it up, so I'm gonna look it up real quick, but you can go ahead and like you can go ahead and put your 2 cents in what I just said. I don't wanna, take overtake the conversation.
No, no, no. I'm learning, bro. Like that's a part of a conversation you learn type shit.
Yeah,
But like going back on like trying to become the best version of yourself, I think that kind of like goes back to like our previous podcast, like really trying to put in the work and like really finding things to do that you want to do and not
yeah,
depending on other people for your entertainment. I feel like because I think that as humans we get in, or as people we get in we get in I don't know what to call it, like like a I guess a loop or like an addiction of people. Like
like that need of or like
yeah, you always need to hang out with somebody, or you always need to talk to somebody, or always need to do something with somebody in order to feel like you're doing something.
yeah,
But like having having that alone time to do what you do by yourself, it's super important. I feel it clears my head at least. Like for example, I don't like working out with people anymore. Like I can work out with somebody, but
These
it's like getting in that zone by myself and just being able to just do that shit. And then like, okay, if I need a spot, I'll be like, hey, can you spot me? But other than that, I'm just like in the zone, locked in, just by myself,
yeah,
lifting that weight, just doing what I gotta do, and then just dipping.
yeah.
I don't got to
Bro,
talk to nobody.
if you could do the shadow clone jutsu, bro, you would never hang out with niggas, bro. I remember when shadow clone jutsu was spotter, he'd be like, "Hey, I got me," type shit, face up.
Mhm.
But
But I
yeah,
don't know, bro. Like it just like having that, and that's another thing about lifting weights. Like that one, even if you have a spotter, it's like it's all you. It's mostly you. So it's like, all right, how you want to face yourself? Are you want to go to the gym that day? Or are you going to actually do what you say you're going to do?
Yeah.
And it's like a very like quick, instant like check to see where your mind's at.
Yeah.
'Cause today I was hyped as hell. I was hyped. I felt like I was doing some shit.
Yeah.
And like, so when I went to the gym, I was moving that motherfucker. I was like, whoo,
I
whoo.
see. So you got to come to the gym with a certain attitude to be like efficient in like what you're doing that day type shit. You feel like?
I guess, but like, I feel like different gym days breed different things.
Mm,
It's kind of like, I guess a good way to describe it is like sex. Like, some days you want aggression, like you feel like aggression and you want to do that, or sometimes you want to do soft. Sometimes you want to. It depends on like what you went through that day
yeah.
and like what kind of vibe you're feeling. You know?
Yeah. All the gangsters out there like, nah, nigga, I always going hard every day,
Nah,
day in, day out.
I try to go in hard, but sometimes it's not like for today. Like today, when I was working out, I was listening to Chief Keef, "You Don't Want War," and I was just going like this around the gym and shit, like shaking my head. Like I wasn't hitting myself, but it was akin to hitting myself. I was just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, let's go, you got
Yeah.
this shit." But I'm not like that every single time. Like sometimes I just go in and I listen to some jazz, and I'm just
What?
doing my weights,
Why you
bro. Like,
got that jazz while working out? That's hilarious.
yeah,
That's
like
hilarious thinking about you going hard as fuck, and then like somebody like you pull your headphones out, and it's like like some soft ass shit.
but it's a different type of workout though. Like
Uh,
you got like because like the main thing with working out, if you can control the weight and you're really good at controlling the weight and feeling it in your muscles,
yeah,
that takes time, that takes focus. So
yeah,
like so maybe like a chill song, it helps you focus, like having that slow instead of like a it's like a slow motion that really hits your muscles, you know?
yeah, yeah. So sorry, I just wanted to go back to what I was saying earlier about the law shit because I finally found what I wanted to say. But essentially, I was reading. Well, I was watching a video actually, and
Mhm.
I don't know the YouTube channel, but if I like find it, I'll like link it in the shit. But essentially, he was talking about like I really want to focus in on the law of vibration because I feel like that's the one that I like really been like tuning into. And essentially the whole idea behind the law is, and I'm reading this, is not only that we have a specific vibrational frequency, but further we can learn to adjust our vibration if we're caught in a low vibration experience. And so, how you use the law of vibration to your advantage is for manifesting. In order to manifest anything, we must first match the vibration of what it is we're looking for. So you'll only attract stuff to yourself, to your energy that matches up with your energy. So if you're in a low vibrational like vibe, like you're gonna attract low vibrational shit, like low vibrational people, low vibrational scenarios. And so what you want to do, like it says, say you want to manifest more wealth, but you constantly think about how much you need more money. Remember that your thoughts also have vibrational energy. The thought I need more money actually holds a vibration of lack and can lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you're thinking I
Mm.
need more money, you're gonna always be in that state of I need more money instead of trying to put yourself in an abundant state of like I I essentially like I have everything I need. If you can continue to think I have everything I need, then at a certain point, like that's gonna be like you're saying, like they're saying the self fulfilling prophecy. You're gonna start getting it. And so we have the power to dictate the frequency of like what we experience by our thoughts because everything is like conscious or subconscious. And so your subconscious shit is shit that you don't even like allow to like you don't even think about, but like it affects you very much so. And so that's kind of like what I'm talking about because the rest of the laws are fire too. But I've been focused in on that because like I think about the fact that in my day to day, bro, like I have a lot of like bad thoughts about myself, and they're not on purpose. Like I'm not even trying to think bad thoughts about myself. I'm just like I'll have a bad thought. Like for example, I was working yesterday, and this dude came in, and before that night, before I was in a recording session with Yana. Shout out Yana. But like I went to sleep like really late. I went to sleep like 1:20, 1:30 in the morning,
Mhm.
and I had work at 10 a.m. And so like when people were coming in, I had low energy because I was just tired. But like I told the dude who came in, like one of the first customers, because like I was like, I'm usually up. Like I'm usually like, what's up? Like dapping niggas up and like, being like a good bud tender. But I was like, dude, sorry, bro. Like I didn't sleep well last night. Like I didn't sleep a lot last night. And so like I'm sorry that I like don't have that energy to give you of like welcome to the bar and shit. And he was like, bruh, like chill. Like he was like, bro, you're good. Like you smiled when I came in and you like sat me down, you asked me what I wanted, like you're doing fine. Like you're good. Like stop overthinking type shit. And I was like, damn, I feel like that was the universe like reinforcing like, bro, like you're good. Like you don't
Yeah,
need to overthink that shit, bro. And so like that vibration that I was putting out, like it was I'm low vibrational, and so like my mind was already like defeating me. But dude was like a real nigga because he like helped me uplift myself out of that and like was essentially like, nah, bro, you're good. And him saying that made me feel like I was good. And for the rest of the day, I was like, nah, I'm chilling. You see what I'm saying? You see how that
yeah,
works?
yeah,
Yeah. So that shit, bro, is kind of OP, bro. Because if you can allow yourself to just like roll with that, that's kind of the idea of like going with the vibe and just like letting the vibe like dictate the experience.
yeah. I think like going off based off that, I try to do that in my daily life. Like for example, when I had that wreck,
Yeah.
I don't remember if we did a podcast and I talked about this, but yeah, I
Uh,
got in a wreck. Oh yeah, I got in a wreck. So oh yeah, so I got in a wreck, and when I got in that wreck, I I was like, God damn it, bro! I got to start over and like have to start all my shit over and have to do all this other bullshit. But then like when I called you and I called my friends and I started laughing about it and just started laughing at myself, it was just like, all right, for sure, like we got this shit, we got this shit,
uh,
and it made me like, even though I was in a terrible situation, being able to laugh at it and be able to like keep a high energy and be like, all right, bro, like life don't stop. I gotta keep moving. Like
yeah.
I'm like I gotta yes, I might have taken an L, but I can turn this into a W because at first I was thinking of like, damn, like I fucked up. I gotta pay for this car and then another car. But then once I like started like calming down, looking at my situation for real, I understood like, oh, I can finesse this to get better shit. Like for example, tomorrow I'm gonna get the same whip, but instead of black seats, I'm gonna get red seats.
Okay.
So it's like, hey, like I upgraded. I upgraded. Like
Good.
not every L you take is a downgrade. Not everything you like think bad about yourself is like it's true. And
Yeah.
even if it is true, what I realized is you can always change that shit.
Yeah.
Like if you really wanted to. And I think that's the thing. Like, do you really want to though? That's the question that you always have to ask yourself. That's the question I ask myself a lot. It's like, all right, so for example, guitar. I have a guitar right here, right?
Hmm.
The question is, do I want to learn how to play the guitar as bad as I think I do? Because if I did, just like I go to the gym, I'll go to play the guitar,
Yeah.
right?
Uh,
But if I'm not playing the guitar, is that what I really want?
bro, you making me feel bad because I got a guitar too. I just got that shit and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start doing like lessons and stuff, but I have not touched that shit since I got it, bro.
But the thing is like you have a life, bro. Like you have a life outside of guitar. So since you already have a life and you already have things you're doing, it's really hard to like pick up multiple shits at the same time.
I mean, you too, bro. You teaching and all that shit. Like you got a
Yeah,
great
but
like. That's like it's like you were saying though. Like if you want like if I want to learn that shit, I'm gonna find that 1 hour block every day that I like just watch YouTube videos and like take my time to like figure out one chord a day or like. So
Mhm.
that's definitely true. I started looking at my life like eras. Like shout out to Chris's little sister Yana. Like she like made me start thinking about it because she posted on her story. She was like, "This was my this era. This was my this era," and she was doing different shit in each era, like each month. And so I started thinking about my life like that. Like this is my era of like doing podcasts and working on like the short film. And then
Mm.
once I get into another era, I'll start focusing on the guitar more and focusing on production and doing something else, like going to shows because I haven't been going to shows. So that's kind of how I organize shit. Because if I try to do everything at once, like that's the one thing I learned is like you gotta focus. You gotta like give yourself a couple of things and then focus on them instead of trying to do everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because you would definitely run yourself ragged. I feel like that's the biggest thing that I learned from that wreck. It forced me to slow my ass down.
Mm.
It
Literally.
forced me, like literally, it forced me to slow my ass down. Like I was doing so many things at that time. I was, and I was about to start teaching for real too.
Yeah.
I was about to start teaching. I was doing so many things before, and I was going to put teaching on top of that. And because of that, I was moving so fast
Yeah.
that I had that like the universe was like, "Hey, bro, you gotta slow your ass down."
Yeah.
And it literally forced me to slow down on everything I had going. Like I had a lot of momentum, but I had too much momentum.
Mm. Like
So
if you
then,
did if that didn't slow you down, something else would type shit.
exactly, I like the rate I was going. I feel like at some point, if that wasn't what stopped me, something else would have. Cause I was
Yeah.
moving too fast. I was doing too much shit. I was doing too much shit at once.
What do you think is like the sweet spot of like you're doing enough? Like, because some people sometimes might feel like, damn, I'm not doing enough. I need to do more. And some people might be like, I'm doing too much. So, like, what do you think is the sweet spot of like that feeling of like I'm doing enough, like that vibe for you, anyways?
I'm about to say I got bipolar disorder, bro. Like,
Yeah,
like I'm literally diagnosed with that shit. So I don't like. So it's like it's whatever my mood tells me, bro. Like it's what I gotta go with. Like for example,
yeah,
like I think it was right before I got sick. I got sick this weekend, and I was doing really good. I got my routines back because I was forced to slow down, but I was like, all right, let me get my routines back. Let me take it by baby steps.
yeah,
So I was working out every day. I was cooking every day, and I was learning a dish every week. Right.
yeah,
So those are taking baby steps. However, I was teaching too. I was grading papers, and I was still working my other job, and I was still, and I was still like doing different things of that nature,
yeah,
and trying to hang out with friends and make music. So, however, some of those things started shaving off, like making music.
hmm,
Yes, I love making music. However, this is not that era for that, right? It's not
yeah,
my era right now to make
yeah,
music full time or like make it like as much as I used to.
yeah,
Um, so therefore, I just don't do it. I don't feel a calling to do that shit right now.
yeah,
My art right now is in cooking. I love to cook. I like to see the art in cooking. So let me explore that right now and have that and allow myself to obsess over it
yeah,
because my life is built off of my obsessions. And I feel like just like Chris' little sister, those are my eras.
yeah,
Um, because you can see it like, for example, like college. Freshman year, I was like a fucking bodybuilder. I would work out, supplements, all that shit.
yeah.
Work different workout routines every time, trying that shit. And I got the best shape that I've ever been in my life. That was freshman year, right?
Yeah, that boy was slow freshman year, boy.
Yeah. I came in crazy freshman
Oh,
year.
oh
So,
God, oh God, I remember that.
yeah, so freshman year, that was what I obsessed over was like working out, right? So because I allowed myself to go through that obsession and go through that time period,
Yeah.
for the rest of my life, I know how to work out and I have workout routines built in my head that I can do
Yeah.
forever, right?
Yeah.
Sophomore year, I learned I learned about color blocking and how to put different colors together cuz I obsessed over it. I obsessed over fashion and like different things and looking like a hippie. I love like that dirty look, but looking like I wanted to be able to color block it. So I
Yeah.
got obsessed about that. And I got obsessed with psychedelics. So I just like did that shit all sophomore year. And now I got so many experiences based off that. And that's how I became a fucking crazy musician with Charlie,
Yeah.
Jacob, and all of them. That was sophomore year.
7 boys.
So 817, that was 817. Sophomore year was 817.
Yeah.
So because of that, I had crazy experiences and I gained a lot of wisdom from that experience, right?
Yeah.
Junior year was when I wanted to look sophisticated, more sophisticated. Have like learn how to wear watches because I never had wear watches before. Learn how to like accessorize and different things of that nature. And what else did I do junior year? I did something else junior year. Oh yeah, like cologne, how to wear cologne, like
Yeah.
how to shave, different things of that nature. So I got obsessed with that. I allowed myself to go through that phase and I did that, so now I have that shit for the rest of my life. So I can start shaving if I wanted to, or if
Yeah.
I just want to let it grow, I can do that. I know how to do that. And then senior year, you already know what phase I went through that year. I'm not going to say all
Yeah.
that, but you already know what phase I
I
went
already
through
know.
senior year.
I already know. And we
But the
appreciate.
hustle was crazy, bro. The hustle was crazy. So
Yeah.
so I take all those phases, and all those phases is like the avatar. Like once you
Yeah.
got that phase, you can always bend that shit.
Yeah. How I look at it, bro, is like I let the universe tell me, bro. Like I wake up every day and I let the universe tell me. Like I have things I want to do that's
Mm-hmm.
like these are the things that I want to do, and then based on what happens that day, I do what I can do. So for example, I woke up one day and I wanted to go DoorDash that day. Like that was a thing that I could do, but it had snowed. Like it had snowed heavy, and so the roads were fucked. And so I was either gonna work on DoorDash or I was gonna start editing the short film. So I started editing the short film that day because like if I tried to force DoorDash in, something could have happened with my car or with the snow that would have like been a bad outcome. So that's kind of how I like decide like if I'm doing too much or if I'm not doing enough. It's just like letting the universe kind of allow me to like go like letting the universe decide, bro. And I was like it's very easy once you like start picking up on the cues. That's the thing that most people don't like do. People are so focused on what they want to do that they don't like pick up on the cues of like this is what the universe is like low key kind of telling you to do. Like and I realized that with girls too, specifically, is like I was so focused on like trying to like get this girl to like fuck with me so she could like come back to the place or whatever and we could like kick it or like, you know, just like shit like that. And then I would realize, like, especially now more than ever, is like it's very easy like to tell if a girl is like fucking with my vibe or not. Like it's like very easy. And that used to be like a really hard thing for me. So I appreciate, you know, God for the growth. But like but I used to overlook so many signs. Like if her body language is like, nigga, I am not trying to come with you, or if like she was not if she was like speaking in one word to, like replies or like shit like that. I used to
Mm-hmm.
just try to force that vibe. But like now, like especially now that I'm not trying to like get with nobody, so like every conversation's easy. Like it's very easy to recognize like, oh damn, like this energy, like the fact that like this energy is still like kind of like going shows that like this is something that like I should like tend to. And if this isn't energy isn't going, and that's not just in relationships, that's in everything. Like if it's not going, then like I'm not gonna tend to it. Like there's or this might not be the time to tend to it.
Yeah.
Because I have some friends that like I don't like talk to every day, but that's like okay because like whenever we do like finally chop it up, we talk for like an hour. So it's like Christy, like I didn't talk to her since like um damn I honestly can't remember last time, but like we talked like a couple of days ago and it had been like probably weeks since we had like last talk, but we just chopped it up on some regular shit because like one she's a mom, bro. So it's like that's a job in itself outside of the fact that she got a real job. So like, but yeah, I called her up and we just like, there wasn't no, damn, you haven't called me in weeks or we haven't talked in weeks, like conversation. It was just like, nigga, what you doing? Type shit. And it was like, it was an easy conversation, bro. And I fuck with like, I'm starting to realize, bro, like, in terms of going back to that first episode, and this is gonna be the tie-in from the first episode to the next episode. Talk about curating your life. Like, I realized, bro, like the people that I want in my life, bro, are gonna be people who understand that, like, you were talking to that dude, that niggas be busy. Like, niggas be busy. But whenever we do link up, that energy is always positive. It's always like, bro, what you been on? Like, put me on game. Like, teach me something type shit. Or, like, not even teach me something. Just, like, let me listen to, like, your, like, basically, I look at everybody like a universe. So it's like, you have your own anime you got going. So like, catch me up on your anime type shit. Let me know what you had going since the last time I like checked in.
That's some true ass shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like my being a teacher and be able to like see my students every day in their universes is
Yeah.
insane, bruh.
How so?
Like, because they're all so different. They're all so different, and I see them all as like my little brothers and sisters
Yeah. On some sensei shit.
on some sensei shit. So like some of them are like in gangs, and that's all they talk about. That's all they talk about. Or like some of them like they're super quiet, but they're super talented in art or some shit.
Yeah.
And then like you have the ones that are really goofy, but they have like this like other side to them, which is like very like serious and like very dark. And it's like, bro, like what the fuck? And
Yeah.
you get to see like, and being like like a cool teacher, you get to see all these sides of these kids
Yeah.
and see where they go, you know?
Does it kind of like allow you to be like, damn, bro, you kind of remind me of like this nigga that I knew growing up, or
Most
like,
definitely.
yeah,
Most definitely.
that's kind of how I like, bro. Like when I was watching this video that was talking about like if life was a video game, like everybody like there's presets of people. Like there's a type of person that like exists in like every kind of friend group of like this nigga be on this type of shit. Like you know how we have those stereotypes of like the nerd, the jock, the cheerleader, and like those kind of things. Like in life, bro, if life is a video game, bro, like everybody starts with like that base of like this is like the human, and then like you add your personality, and the different personality types aren't that scattered. That's how come we're able to all like kind of relate to like a certain person or like relate to
Mhm.
people who come before us. Like I'm like the nerdy like musician type, so I can relate to like the childish Gambinos of the world who went on to become like who they became. And like, but I also have like other pockets of me that like aren't as like active in the sense of that's my main personality. But like I can also relate to these kind of niggas too, type shit. And
Mhm.
I say all that to say like, do you? I know I see that in like young niggas where I'm like, damn, bro, you kind of remind me of like Cheeky, and you kind of remind me of like JoJo type shit. So like, I know you see that shit.
Most definitely. There is this kid, one of my students, he's trying to start a record label in school, and he's making a lot of the same mistakes you are. And I was like, bruh, don't make these mistakes. I've seen this go down already, bruh.
uh,
Like he's trying to get me to do a feature, bruh. He's
hey,
trying to
bro,
get me to do a feature. He's trying to sign me and get me to do a feature. And I'm like, bro, it's not gonna work, bruh.
type shit.
The way you're going about this is terrible.
Yeah,
Cause he's like, I need you to make me a beat for this artist. And I'm like, bruh, who is
that's not
this
how
artist?
you do it.
Who is this artist? I didn't know their name.
Yeah,
He said make a beat. And I'm like, bruh,
vague as hell.
on some vague shit. I've never listened to the nigga's music.
You just
So
want
I'm
you to
just
make
like, bruh, like, I'm like, bruh, like, the fuck? Can I get a hey? I don't even know the dude. Can I meet him?
He said, "I gotta get inducted into this whole shit." Right?
Oh God, I was
I
like,
feel like
yo,
even still, you would be like, Nah, bro. I got my type of beats that I be making type shit.
On me.
Yeah.
But it depends. Like if he can rock on my shit, he can rock on my shit. I don't know the artist. That's
True.
why y'all gotta meet him first.
Yeah.
You gotta meet him first. Like, cause if he matches my vibe, I can probably make something for him.
Bro, being at this age is so weird because I'm finally like realizing like you know how you were saying we make like you see him making the same mistakes I made.
Mhm.
It's like I like being have made those mistakes. I be seeing niggas who are like kind of like remind me of a younger version of myself, and I'd be like, bruh, I made those mistakes. Let me like put you on game to like what not to do. But they
Mhm.
are just like how I was when I was younger, and like, no, nigga, I'm gonna do it how I want to do it, type shit. And I'm like, I feel like this is exactly how parents feel, bro. Like when they're like trying to put you on game to some shit. I was like, damn, bro, like just listen, nigga. Like I've literally done that exact same thing, bro.
On
And like
me.
you could do it better if you did it this way. It's like,
I
ah,
I think the story behind it is key though. Like I don't it's harder for me to listen when no one tells me the story behind what they telling me.
mm,
Like for example, so there's this kid, and this kid, he was talking about being like he was like dropping out of school to be a plug, right?
damn.
Like and move bricks and shit. And I'm like, all right, my nigga.
Alright.
I'm like, all right, like I see your point. However, I don't think you should do that. I think you should go this route. Try this out. Because I didn't just say because it's your idea is stupid. I'm like, no, I see exactly what you're saying. Like I can see why in your situation it makes sense.
Yeah,
So let me tell you this story about my situation or my friend's situation that may have been through a similar situation as you.
uh,
And I can tell you
provi
exactly how it's going to go down like this.
yeah, you're providing context.
Exactly. I provided context based off my experiences and my friend's experiences.
Yeah,
And once he started seeing that shit instantly, because it's like the universe is like instant feedback. Like
yeah,
if someone tells you what's going to happen, and it's like the universe is going to instantly feed that shit back.
yeah,
So he listened because I told those stories, and then he experienced things in real life,
yeah.
and now he turned his life around. But I feel like a lot of parents or a lot of people, they just tell you something and expect you just to like be like, okay,
Take it at face value.
take
Yeah,
it at face value. But if you just put a story behind it and like explain the reason why, it's
yeah.
like oh, for
I think
sure.
that. Go
Like
ahead.
for example, like my mom, she was like, I don't think you should move out. I don't think you should move out. And I'm like, bro, I want to move out. Like I'm trying to like grow. Like I'm trying to boss up because I'm already working so much. I just want to be free, face ass. However, and this was like a point of contention for both of us. Like it was like always being brought up. I'm like, I'm trying to move out, and she's like, no, you shouldn't. I'm like, why? And she just saying, you just shouldn't. Da da da. It's stupid. Da da da. But she never explained why. She never told me a story why.
Yeah,
But one day she sat me down and was like, hey, bro, like to be real, you might get this house in the very near future because I might move out. And I'm like, oh, is that the reason why? She's like, yes, that's the reason why. And I'm like,
why'd you
if
say
you'd
that?
have told me that sooner, I would have just been like, for sure, bro. I would have been chilling.
I should.
I would have been chilling.
Yeah,
However, since you didn't tell me the story or the reason behind like your strategy and telling me to stay and like not spend my money and buy a house, it was just making me frustrated.
yeah. Because you didn't get
Like,
any closure in like that reasoning, and I feel like
ex-
that's what kids want. It's just that closure and that reasoning.
mhm. And that's the main reason why kids be like, let me go do this shit myself in my own way.
Yeah,
because they need that closure and reasoning for themselves. They need to see like
What happened?
the L for themselves.
Yeah.
I need to
That's
see the L for myself.
Bruh, that's how come I'm never finna like be like I'm gonna be assertive in the sense of like whenever I have kids, I'm gonna let them know like, yo, this is what happened whenever I did the exact same situation. So just from my experience, I wouldn't go about that. But like, I'm not finna be like, you can't do nothing because it's like you once you take that L, it hit different once you take that L personally, bruh. Like once you take that L and you're like, damn, like whenever, bruh. Like my mom, bro, like gave me so much game about like getting jobs and stuff and like what I have to do in terms of presenting myself and like how I should look. And I used to be the type of nigga that's like, man, I don't give a fuck how I look, man. If niggas don't accept me for me, bro, like fuck them niggas, bro. I don't need to be there. But like once I started like realizing like, bro, like you're like losing a lot of opportunities just because you don't do simple shit like brush your hair, wear the right like kind of clothes and stuff like that. And once I started doing that and seeing like, bro, I had all the like necessary requirements for the job. The only thing was just the physical like shit that they saw from me. I might be the perfect candidate, but if you see me as a bummy nigga, bro, I'm a bummy nigga. So it's like I literally once I changed that model up and like started like talking like not being like a freaking like because there was a certain point in my identity like I had an identity crisis of like I felt like I needed to be like American but like I'm also Kenyan so like I was like Kenyan people are very like taught to be very like proper and like very conduct themselves very well and I feel like I had to be like my African American homies that I met here who were like hood and I was like bro I'm not that bro like I'm literally not that so once I cleaned up my act, bro, and I started going to uh like jobs and stuff and like presenting myself in that way, I got calls back. I started getting like calls and emails back of like, let's do a follow up interview. And I was like, damn, she was right. She was right. And like that like moment of like, damn, she was right. I needed that. I needed to experience that to understand that like, damn, bro, she wasn't trying to be like on my ass. She was literally just trying to give me game, bro. Because why would your parents want you to take a L
I mean,
type shit?
and like I don't know, like I feel like so that's true in one sense, but then also like because I experienced that as well. I just because like for example, my mom used to say all the time like if you had long hair, if you grew out your hair and you got dreads or they're going to look at you as unprofessional. They're going to look at you as like as
He was a nigga.
exactly as a nigger and like da 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 da.
I just had to say the hard ER, bro.
I don't know, bro. Like it just hurt, bro. I was like, and she used to say that all the time, and I was like, nah, fuck that. Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna grow my hair out. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and they're gonna accept me for that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he said light nigga, dark nigga, black nigga, still
Exactly. Still nigga, bro. Like if they're gonna accept me or they not.
type.
But her what she was saying is true. However, in this new climate of like people accepting more things,
Yeah,
like I feel like it's not a factor as much as a factor as it was in the past.
yeah,
However, I do think that like this one thing that people say a lot, and I just kind of just said it, that needs to kind of change is I'm perfect the way I am. I don't like if you take it or leave it type shit. Like I
yeah.
don't believe in that shit no more. I don't believe in that shit no more.
Hey, talk about that because I feel that heavy, bro. Like I see a lot of shit on like TikTok about like, and this is not me bashing those body positivity niggas, but I see a lot of niggas who be like, my body's perfect the way it is. Like I embrace like my body. I'm like, bro, like I honestly feel like a lot of times when people don't want to change is because they're just on some lazy shit. Like they don't want to apply effort, and like it's not bad to want to be the best version of yourself, bro. Like it's not bad, bro. If you think the best version of yourself is how you are, it's like for sure. But like, there's always something that you can reach that's higher that can make you like like just healthier, bro. It's just like on a base level of health, bro.
True, but like I think in more terms of like, all right, getting a job or getting a person, I think that like when you step up in the scene and you trying to show up for a job interview or you show up for a date, you dress up like a bum, like, and you're like, well, like she should have accepted me for who I was. Like, okay, like, but you a bum, bro. Like, but you a bum. Like, you know, like, come on, bro. Like,
You better type shit.
do better, bro. I know you can do better.
Yeah,
Like for example, me, like at one point I was getting caught up. Well, I never really get caught up like that. Like, I always feel like I'm not good enough, so I gotta do better and better and better. But like, I think that like at some point, sometimes I'd be like, dang, like I'm good enough. But then I look at myself and look at the person I'm trying to get, or look at the thing I'm trying to get, and I'm like, wait. Nah, bruh, nah. I need to do this, bruh. I know what I gotta do.
yeah,
There's a reason, like I've been more accepting of my doubts.
yeah.
Like been more accepting with my doubts, and instead of like being like harping over my doubt and harping over my insecurity,
Hmm.
I use that insecurity to figure out what do I need to work on next.
Yeah,
So like I'm not perfect the way I am, like however, I can improve myself and then meet that requirement. Because like if you always be like I'm perfect the way I am, then you can't learn you're not going to learn shit. Like for example, I'm teaching a lot of some of my kids like I'm teaching my kids essays and some of my kids be like, "Well, like I wrote it, I put in effort, so it's good." And I'm like,
nah.
I understand what you're saying, but no, this is not like if you went to a college class and you turned in this essay, bruh,
It's an L.
it's an L, bro. Like you're not taking W's with this essay.
Yeah, I think it's a healthy balance, bro. It's like you have to understand that like you are enough, but you can be better.
Hmm.
Like in terms of like going back to the "I'm perfect the way I am" kind of statement. It's like you don't wanna always be in the like mindset of like I need more and more and more because it's like that's like a never ending thing, bro. Like you're never
Yeah.
gonna get enough. So you have to understand that like yes, everything that I have can allow me to be the best version of myself. That's the contentness. It's like I like kind of like what I was saying in the beginning of the podcast. Like I realize I'm in a place right now where it's like everything I have can allow me to be the best version of myself, and so I'm content with what I have. But I understand the life that I want. I want more, so I have to be better. And it's like that healthy balance of like, yeah, I know what I got, but like I also know what I could become, type shit.
Mm. I think that was a bar, bro. That was a bar, bro.
Hey, I'm out here, dog. I'm out here.
Have you seen Breaking Bad,
Yes and no. So I've seen like a couple episodes, but I've never finished it, bro.
bro? You need to get back on that shit, bro. I'm on.
Oh, I know.
I just like, bruh. That show is freaking fire, bruh.
Yeah,
No
no,
cap.
like literally everybody. There's a unanimous. That's one of those shows where it's like a unanimous. Everybody's like, that's top 5 show all time type shit.
Yeah, it's so, bruh. Walter White, bruh, and Jesse,
Yeah,
bruh.
I feel
I
like that's what the shows like. The best shows have amazing characters, bro. Like you really like give a fuck about like. It's less about the show and more about like what this nigga was and what they like. I was saying what they become. Type
that
shit.
change over time, that change
Yeah.
over time. Bruh. I'm trying to get my kids the right narratives. How do you what do you think is the biggest thing as a writer or as a storyteller? Like what would you say
Hmm.
helps you create a story?
Hmm.
And how would you draw inspiration from one story and apply it to your own?
Damn, that's an amazing question. Like that's like I gotta think about it. Let me see. I think for me, bro, storytelling, like my favorite stories are stories that like one, they have a great hook, like in terms of just like how they get you to start being invested in the story. So like whenever I'm watching a show, whenever I'm reading something, it's like if it starts off and it's like I'm already like, oh shit, what the fuck, what's going on? Like I have that natural peak like of interest, then like that's a good like that's getting somewhere. But like the best stories, bro, like they give you like you go through every feeling of like, damn, bruh, oh shit, ah, or like that closure that you get at the end. It doesn't necessarily have to be like something good happened that gave you the closure, but it could be something like, oh shit, like what's gonna happen after this type shit if you just cut it off like randomly type shit. But I don't know, bro. My writing is like I don't write like I write stories and like I think about shit from a very like musical aspect, obviously, since I'm a musician. So like I tell stories through my music, and telling stories through music is different, bro. Because it's like the chorus is like the main idea. Like the chorus is like what the song like really is, and then the verses tell like what you went through. And so you lead every verse to like get you back to the main idea. So let's say the main idea of the song was like let's say the main idea of the song was like, I'm sad as shit because like life sucks type shit. So the verses would be me saying like, what's happening that makes life suck? And then the chorus would be like, life sucks type shit. Type shit. Like it would reinforce that main idea, but like the verses I would actually tell you like why. I would explain the why. So good stories like give you a base idea of like what the story is, and then they go in deeper on like the character, the development, the why of like why that is the way that is type shit. To me, like that's what a good story is. It gets you invested, and then the more you get invested, the more you figure out the character. The more you figure out the character, the more you like watch the character grow, and you finally get that final like, did the character grow to like your liking or not? Because it doesn't matter necessarily if they did or not. It's just like, was there a beginning where you saw them as one person, and was there an end where you saw them as another? And like I think that's what a good story is, especially like movies, because it's like, have you seen Logan?
No.
Well, there's like a Wolverine movie called Logan, bro, and that's probably one of the best superhero movies like ever, because like you literally see him going from being like, I don't give a fuck about shit, like I'm Wolverine, nigga, to like starting to give a fuck about like this like girl and shit. And I was like just how they pieced that shit together, bro. It didn't even feel like a superhero movie. It just felt like a human like that has superpowers experiencing like this like journey essentially. And like those are the best stories, bro. When you really focus on the character development, that's a fire story, bro. Because like you get to like see yourself in the character. Like you get to be like apply those lessons of like what the character learned through like your personal shit. And that's what good stories do. They give you game type shit. So that's like a very long-winded way to answer that. And I hope I did answer that.
Can you name a trash story that you've seen, watched, or heard?
I want to do them like this, bro. But Game of Thrones that last season, bro. The fuck was that last season, bro? Because it's like we have four. Wait, no, it's not four. We had 7 seasons of character development. If I'm right, there's 8 seasons. But it was either 6 seasons or 8 seasons. No, 7 seasons or 8 seasons. But anyways, we had 7 seasons of amazing fire, like character development. You're learning all these stories about all these different niggas, and then the last season was just rushed, bro. It was just like all this shit that led up to it. It was like boom, boom, like back to back, like closure moments that didn't really give you closure, bro. It just felt like they was like, damn, we have this much in our budget, and like we got to finish this because like low key niggas are like tired of like doing the show. Not the actors, like the niggas who are making the show, like the showrunners. So like, cause the actors they get paid, like type shit, like give me a check type shit. So like yeah, it just felt like rushed. Like I hate stories that like don't fully explore like the plot. Like for example, if I started the story and I was like, damn, bro, this nigga's like this anime character and he's like trying to be, let's say, the greatest ninja ever type shit. And like, for example, like Naruto, like if they had cut Naruto off, bro, at fucking like, I'm trying to think of a good error that would like make it weird. Like if they had cut Naruto off like Sasuke's story right after he killed Itachi, granted that would have been low key crazy, bro. That would have been low key crazy. That would have been
Like
low.
they were like, "Hey, bro, like we can't, like he died or some shit." That'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
Like if he just killed Itachi and then that's the end of his arc, that would have been crazy. But I just mean like I just hate abrupt endings, bro. I hate when you don't explain why it got to where it got type shit.
Mm.
Like if it can sometimes people do that well, but like most of the that's you have to be an amazing writer to do that well, bro. I feel like to give you like a cliffhanger that's like fire, because like a lot of niggas be trying to give like I feel like a lot of niggas be trying to give cliffhangers because it became a cool thing to do to be like, let's not give you full closure until the next episode or the next book or the next like thing. And it's like, nah, bro. Like if you don't do that next project, this is the story. So now I'm looking at the story like I never got closure on what the fuck. So now this is just the ass story, bro. Now it's just you made me go through all this shit, bro, just to be like, yeah, it didn't end. Like what? Cause that you wasted my time, bro. You wasted my time. Like I hate getting invested in shit and you wasted my time. Cause it's like,
That's
damn,
how I
bro.
feel about Berserk, bro.
Damn, I ain't seen that.
Nah, Berserk is the best manga, one of the best mangas ever.
Yeah.
And the mangaka, he died, so we'll never finish it.
Damn.
Like his team has the ending, like they know the ending of Berserk.
Yeah.
However, I'm not sure if they're gonna like really
Actually,
go through with it, bro. I'm like, damn, bro.
damn. How long y'all been waiting?
Bro, it's been like, when did Berserk come out? Let me look that shit up real quick. Berserk.
It's like, has it been years type shit? And it's like, we're probably never gonna get this, or is it only like a couple of years where you might maybe kind of want to maybe get it? I don't know.
1988.
God
So
damn.
people been following Berserk since 1988, bro.
Bro, my brother was born in 1988. That's wild.
Hold up, let me look up Berserk new chapter.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Will Berserk get
I would,
any new chapters?
I
Oh
would
shit,
do that to niggas, bro.
nah, that shit ain't coming, bro.
Yeah, you gotta let go, bro. Certain shit you gotta let go. Like there was like I don't know if you ever seen Black Cat. I don't know if it's Black Cat because that might have had a closure ending. But there was like one of these one season animes that I used to watch. It was like there were niggas on like skates. I think it's like called Sky something. I don't know. But like it was niggas like skating and they was having skate battles, but like it's anime, so they made it like hard. But bro, that was like one of the craziest animes I've ever seen. Like that one season is like, if you put that one season versus other one season, like the first season of any anime, bro, I would put it in the top 10 type shit. So
Oh shit.
I say that to say, bro, they never had a season 2, bro. Like ever, and there was no reason, bro. Like the nigga's still alive and everything, bro. Like they just never did it. And it's
Isn't
like,
that a manga?
yeah, it's a manga, so you can get the closure if you read the manga. But like, I'm trying to watch that shit, nigga. Fuck.
Dang, what's it called?
I don't know. I think it's like Sky. Let me look it up, bro. I'm gonna
Is
find
it
it.
like a skateboard or is like what kind of
Like
skates?
roller skates. Hold on, let me look it up.
Roller skating anime.
Air Gear. That's what it was. Air
Air Gear.
Air Gear, bro. That anime is fucking fire, bro. If y'all know about Air Gear, shout out to if a nigga is watching this and knows about Air Gear. First of all, you a real ass nigga. Secondly, they hold us, bro. Cause that first season is so good, bro. Like so good, bro. Yeah, bro. And niggas is still asking to this day in forums, like, damn, bro, is we ever gonna get that second season? Nah. You gotta let it go, bro. You gotta let it go, bro.
Yeah, you gotta let it go, bro.
It's been
When
so
that shit
long.
come out?
Let me see.
Oh, it was 25 episodes too. That's just crazy. 2012, yeah, that's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's done.
No, it came out before 2012, bro. It's older than that.
It said 2002, 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit done, bro.
Yeah. It's like if an anime goes on a hiatus for longer than like 4 years, bro, you gotta let it go. And the only reason I say 4 years because Attack on Titan went on a hiatus for like 3, and niggas thought they weren't coming back, but then they came back. So
Oh yeah, they was going to finish the Attack on Titan, even though that ending might be an ass.
nah, what's his name is telling me Shiki's watching it. He told me I need to like get back on it, but like he's watching it, and he was like, bro, this is like, he was like, bro, I don't want to like overhype it, but this is like easily in my top 5 anime, like easily, like just
That's crazy.
based off what Aaron is doing and all that shit, and like going back to what we were talking about, character development, like who Aaron was at the beginning of the show versus who he is now, like to him is like completely like night and day difference, nigga.
It
He's
is
the
a night and day difference, bro. Like it's
yeah.
crazy.
But I think it's like he's the same person. He was always that person, but now he's like it's apparent. Like in the beginning of the show, it wasn't apparent that he was always that type of person. Like based on how they angled the show, they made you feel like, and I don't want to ruin it for niggas, but like they made you feel like he was one way. But like the more and more you got to see his character and saw like how much he hated Titans, and now you see who he is like, okay, I could kind of see him becoming this, and it makes sense. That's where the writing goes from being good to amazing. When like who they become is like, damn, that makes sense that they become that person, because it's like you can kind of see little drops of it as the story goes on, and then once they finally become that person, it's like, oh shit, that closure of like, damn, that's crazy how y'all did that. That's a fire story, nigga.
Have you seen Code Geass?
Nah, I haven't.
I'm watching that with my so in anime club. That's what I'm watching with the anime club right now. Code Geass, like Lelouch's progression. Like I'm watching it from the beginning, so I saw the whole entire thing, but now I'm watching it from the beginning
Yeah,
and seeing how Lelouch is, and seeing how his friend, I forgot his friend's name, but like seeing their personalities and seeing how they grow throughout the story,
yeah,
it makes total sense of where they end up.
yeah.
Makes total sense. And I love, and like you said, I love, or like Walter White, like Breaking Bad. I feel like that's the biggest thing about Breaking Bad. Like you see this man Walter White go from a teacher
Yeah.
to a kingpin.
Yeah, because he was unfulfilled, bro. Like, I seen a couple episodes. So I seen the episodes where, like, niggas was hoeing him, bro. Niggas was like, he was at that party, and niggas was like, oh, you're a teacher? And, like, this nigga had, like, all this money and shit, and, like, had profited off of his company. Like, so just, like, that base, like, I feel like a lot of stories like that start with just niggas, like niggas being shitted on him, basically being like, nah, bro, enough is enough, bro. Enough
Yeah,
is fucking enough, bro.
yeah, bro. And then Jesse, bro. Jesse's my nigga, bro. I feel sorry for Jesse, bro. Jesse, Jesse be taking them straight L's, bro. Jesse be taking
Nah,
them straight L's, bro.
facts, bro. And it's like the according to the shit that I seen, bro, it looks like he's about to take the dub every time. Like
Oh God,
it looks like he's about to be like fine, and then he just takes a fat L, bro. It's like,
on me
damn,
every time, bro. Like, like at the part I'm at right now,
yeah,
this man got a girlfriend, bro. This man got a girlfriend. He was like, this is great.
yeah.
She said one thing, everything flipped. Everything flipped so fast, bro. Everything flipped so fast, bro. I was like, damn, bro. I really thought my man Jesse was gonna have like
Nah,
have a W, bro.
nah, bro.
But no.
I've seen like a couple of the earlier seasons, and I've seen the ending, so I haven't seen like the middle shit, like how the ending got to where it got. But like,
Wait, how the fuck you do that, bro? Oh yeah, I get what.
I was
I
just
do
watching it
that.
with people who were I was watching it with people who were like who had already watched it, so they were skipping around to their favorite episodes. Shout out Brummel. But yeah, bro, like I'm gonna eventually tap back into that. It's just the another thing about just what we do, bro, is like going back to how our schedules be busy, bro. Is like not only do our schedules be busy, but it's like there's so much content to watch, bro. Like just in anime alone, bro. In anime alone, I gotta catch up to like a bunch of shit. Then going back to my regular episodes, there's albums I haven't listened to. Like there's just so much content to consume. Like so, shout out to niggas. Hey, this is my little cutaway. Shout out to niggas for taking this content in. Shout out to y'all for watching.
Me.
Cause it's a lot of shit to watch, nigga. Like, and it's sometimes it's like overwhelming. Cause like, again, I want to finish Attack on Titan and like catch up and get to where like she getting that more. But it's like, bro, I didn't know they had a third season of Mob Psycho, bro.
Oh shit, for real?
Yes, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
I might hop on that. Fuck
that's
Attack
what
on
I'm
Titan.
saying, bro. Like, bro, there's so much to watch, bro. I'm like, fuck, I gotta watch that. And I'm still watching this show called Spy Family. Thankfully, this other show I'm watching called Chainsaw Man is like on hiatus, so it gives me like time.
Bro, Chainsaw Man's crazy.
Yeah,
I
that show.
caught up in the manga. I caught
You
up in
so
the manga.
damn. Don't tell me no. Don't tell me no. Don't tell me
I
no.
can't tell you anything, bro. It's too hype, bro. It's too crazy.
Yeah.
It's too crazy.
Where are you at One Piece, bro?
Oh, I'm caught up in One Piece too. One Piece is
Damn.
crazy too.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm caught up, like in the main anime that I've like followed as a kid and like followed like for a long time. I'm on par. I'm on deck with those shits. Like
Yeah.
One Piece, I'm always gonna be caught up in One Piece.
Bro, you literally grew up with that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Quite literally grew up with that, like from a young kid to like where you are now.
God. Chainsaw Man. Now that I like caught up, I'm always gonna be caught up with that shit. Like that
Bro,
shit's too fire.
bro, that episode where everything went crazy, like where you thought shit was sweet, and then out of nowhere everybody just got. I
Oh
was like, yo, that was crazy, bro.
yeah.
That's when I knew it was gonna be a different type of anime. I was like, oh, okay, this is what it is.
Yeah, you're not even ready. You're not even ready for
I'm
it.
not.
It hasn't even got serious. That's not even serious, bro. That's not
Damn.
even
I
serious.
know it's not
That
serious.
ain't
They
shit.
haven't met the gun nigga yet. They haven't met the
That
gun
ain't
devil.
shit, bro.
I know the gun devil
Gun
shit.
nigga ain't shit, bro. That ain't shit, bro. That ain't shit, bro. That
Yo,
ain't shit, bro.
chill. You
That
put
ain't
like
shit.
would have made me anticipate like a crazy ass like.
That ain't shit, bro.
Nah, bro. We gotta tap. We gotta like. I gotta be. You gotta slick be my accountability like dude for what's that show that we were just talking about? Not Chainsaw Man.
One Piece?
No, Mob Psycho. Mob
Oh,
Psycho.
Mob Psycho? Yeah, I'm about to watch that shit tonight, bro.
Yeah,
I was
bro.
gonna watch Breaking Bad, but I'm gonna watch Mob Psycho till I fall asleep.
Sure. But yeah, speaking about falling asleep, y'all, we about to head out. It's been a good little podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all come back. It's a bi-weekly podcast, so we know there's hella content, so we don't like shoving it in your face. Pause.
Face
Um,
head.
but yeah, tap back in with us. It's been real. What you got? Any last words, bro?
Nah, stay groovy.
Stay groovy.